Julia, I want to introduce you to my family tomorrow.
I'm tensed up. Are you sure that is a good idea? I'm not yet ready to meet them.
Why are you tensed? They're just humans like you, and they don't bite. If we must get married, then you have to meet them. Remember, after our marriage, they'll become your family too.
All right. I'll summon the courage to meet with them.
Prepare yourself. It's going to be a long ride to my family house, which means we'll most likely spend a few days before we return.
Stephen. You're welcome. Where is the lady? I expected her to come with you.
Thank you, Mommy. She's on her way here. She's trying to get some items out of the car. While she's at it, I'll go in and rest.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Good day, ma'am.
Good day. Who are you? I was waiting for my son's fiancée, not some haggard and classless-looking lady. If you're here to apply for the job of a cleaner that was advertised, leave. I've gotten someone for the role.
I'm not applying for any role. My name is Julia, Stephen's fiancée.
What? He chose you? I cannot believe it. Of all the pretty ladies in this world, he chose you? Why will he do that? You do not fit into this family. If he must marry you, then you must prove to me why you're the best person for him. I have a list of beautiful young ladies, who were raised by very wealthy parents, and are friends of ours, willing and ready to marry my son. I was so disappointed when he informed me that he found someone, and now that I've seen you, I'm even more disappointed.
I can get better clothes, and dress better if that's what you mean.
Do you think it's all about taking more money from my son, to get yourself new clothes? Being classy is far beyond your dressing. What private school did you attend? Who are your parents?
My parents couldn't afford to send me to a private school, but they did their best to ensure that I got quality education in a community school. My mom is a trader, while my father is a mechanic.
Such low lives. This is not what I had in mind for my son. I expect my in-laws to be substantial people in the society.
I do believe that a man's life doesn't consist of the abundance of the things which he possesses. My parents didn't have much, but they did their best for me, and I'm grateful for that. All their lives, they've only done honorable work, and nothing to be ashamed of.
I guess that's why you are so poor.
Ma, it was a long ride coming here, and as a result, I'm exhausted. Can I have a seat, and possibly get a glass of water?
Water? From who? I'm sure you're not expecting me to serve you.
Can you please point me in the right direction? Let me get it myself. This is your home, and I wouldn't want to do anything against your rules.
I know what you're trying to do, but I promise you, that won't work. You will never win me over by trying to act in a certain way. People like you are only interested in reaping where they did not sow. If you need water, go and get it across the street.
This is why I was skeptical about meeting his family. I always had a strong feeling that this would happen. I heard that they were sometimes arrogant to people, especially if you do not fit in their social class. But I thought it would be different with me, because I'll soon become a part of the family. How can I feel comfortable where I'm not accepted? I may need to reconsider my decision to marry Stephen. And where is he?
Julia, what are you doing here?
I came to get some water, and rest a bit from the long journey.
Couldn't you do that at home? Why here?
I wanted to, but it was impossible. Where were you? You brought me to a place I've not been before, and you left me, by myself.
My mom was there. She was expecting you.
She was very disappointed when she saw me. Because of that, she refused to offer me a seat, or some water. You should have waited for me to defend me. Your mother said very hurtful words to me.
I was exhausted from the long trip, so I went in to rest, and slept off in the process. But my mother is not that kind of woman. She'll never do that to her future daughter-in-law.
I believe that you know me too well, and you're aware that I'll never make up such scenario, or tell a lie about anything. It is against my belief. She didn't want me in her home, so I left because I didn't see you, and you weren't answering your calls.
Come, let's go home. Mother, why did you refuse to offer Julia a seat, or water? You know that our journey to this place was long and tiring.
Is that what she told you? She must be a liar.
She hasn't told me lies before. I wonder why she'll begin to do that now.
Are you trying to suggest that I'm the one telling lies? Who would you rather believe? That poor thing that is after you for your money? Or your mother who gave birth to you, and raised you for several years? Do you want to choose her over your family? How are you sure that what she calls the truth, is true? She may have been pretending to win your favor. Stop believing everything she tells you. I am also a woman, and I know pretenders when I see them. She looks like one.
You think so?
Yes.
Julia, I love you as my fiancé, but I will never tolerate you telling lies against my mother.
I will never do that.
That's all I came to say. Just respect my family.
Simon, sorry for stopping you. I wanted to ask a favor.
What is it? I don't have all day.
Since you're going out, could you help me buy something on your way back? I was planning to go and look for a place to buy it later today, but you know this place better than I do.
Do I look like your errand boy? Just because I am your fiancé's younger brother, it doesn't mean you can stop me on my way out and make demands from me. You do not speak to me unless I spoke to you first. Is that clear?
What? Did he really slap me? This is unbelievable. Steve, this may sound unreal, but your younger brother disrespected me. I saw him going out, so I asked if he could help me get something on his way back, and instead of responding to me, he slapped me.
Are you done?
What? Is that all you have to say?
This is my family we're talking about. I know my brother too well. He'll never disrespect anyone. How then can he disrespect you, my fiancé, who's also older than he is? He sometimes acts like a spoiled child, but he cannot do what you claim.
Why do you think I'll come up with such claims if it's not true?
I don't know. You tell me. First, it was my mother. Now it's my brother. You have to stop it. If you're trying to turn me against my family, stop it. It will not work.
How much longer do we have to stay here? When are we going back?
We'll leave next week. I want to stay a little longer to get enough rest. Don't tell me that you're tired already. I want you to relax and enjoy this place. My people will soon become your family, so you have to accept them as they are.
Accept them as they are? Well, I've been doing just that. But they're not willing to accept me as I am. Everything started off on the wrong foot with his family, and now it keeps getting worse. Is it happening to make me realize that this relationship is not meant to be? How can we eventually get along when his family hates me? I'll give it a little more chance to see if it works, and if it doesn't, then I'll find my way home.
One bright afternoon, Stephen, his younger brother, and his fiancée were all together in their living room, while his younger brother Simon spoke about some of their childhood memories. Simon, I can't believe you still remember all those details.
Of course, I do. I even remember that your favorite color is green.
That's incorrect. His favorite color is black.
How dare you? What gave you the audacity to interrupt my conversation with my brother? Are you out of your mind?
I'm sorry. I wanted to let you know that his favorite color is black, and not green as you said.
Did I ask for your contribution? Or are you trying to tell me that you know my brother better than I do, just because you've known him for a year or two? No matter how much you try, you can never take my place or the place of my parents in the life of my brother. Just so you know, I know your type. You enter a family and try to turn each person against the other. But in this family, you could never achieve that. I know my brother better than you ever will, because I've been in his life much longer than you. So if you know what is good for you, shut your mouth, and stay out of siblings' conversations. I warned you the last time never to speak to me, unless I spoke to you first. Let this be your last warning.
Stephen, didn't you hear what your brother said to me? He spoke to me so disrespectfully, and you sat there and watched him disrespect me without saying a word.
What was I supposed to say? He was saying the truth. He was making reference to our childhood, which you weren't a part of. You should have stayed out of our conversation.
Really? Even if I made a mistake by interrupting him, shouldn't you stop him from disrespecting me? Don't you know that, when we eventually become husband and wife, which means we are one, any disrespect to me, is indirectly a disrespect to you as well?
When it comes to my family, my support is unwavering. I love you as my wife-to-be, but my family will always come first.
So what if your brother disrespects me after our marriage? What will you do about it?
He's my brother. Blood is thicker than water. You're someone else's child, so I'll choose my blood.
Which means you will not count me as family?
You'll be my wife. Isn't that enough?
Haven't you read that part of the Bible which says, "For this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and shall be joined inseparably to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh"? So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. How can I be your wife and you still do not count me as family?
I've seen many cases where a woman will be married, and at the slightest provocation, she runs back to her parents, because they're her first family. I'm trying to protect what's mine, so, my family will always come first no matter what. You're simply someone else's daughter, and can decide to go back to them anytime.
I can't believe you're saying this. It's a good thing that you brought me here, and your family didn't hide their personality from me. I wish your father was back from his trip, so that I'll also meet with him. But I guess I've seen and heard enough to convince me. Most importantly, I've learned your idea about marriage, and I must tell you, with that, you will hardly experience a good marriage, because you will not fully accept and live with your partner. That is a very wrong approach to marriage. If you're not ready to put in your whole heart, you have no business getting married. Marriage is meant to be a lifelong bond between both spouses, but when your mind is prepared to quit at any time, you will hardly see the need to make it work. Having said that, I'll take my leave. Our engagement is called off. Thanks for staying till the end. Please subscribe to our channel and turn on your notification to be informed whenever we upload a new video. Also like, share, and comment on this video. Thanks for watching. We're grateful for your constant support. See you in the next one. God bless you.